welcome back to the Theory News Show. Let's see today. So, See the Stories continues, and we're here still with HNATA. Yay! So, this is the headlining part of the story. Okay. Earlier this year, your profile appeared on KProfile, which is, by the way, a website that provides complete information for K-pop groups as well as Korean actors. How does an Indonesian musician make it to that site?
It was weird. I just remember one day I had a text from a friend. It was an email, actually. He's like, hey, just fill this in. It's for an artist database, and I think it'll be good because it's hard to put you in Wikipedia somehow. So I said, yeah, okay, sure. I filled it in, put in all my details, sent it, and I think like a week or two later, they tagged me, and it was for KProfiles.
Wow.
And that blew out of proportion. I feel like it's to be honest, I think anybody could be on it, but like definitely just you can submit. But that's where K-pop is done for research.
Oh, so it's like a directory.
Yeah, it's basically like, oh, what group do you like and which member do you like? They have all the information there. It's pretty convenient for K-pop fans, I think.
But it's kind of weird because, one, you're not Korean.
I am not.
Second, your music, your songs are not in Korean.
Yeah.
So how did that come in handy for you?
Ooh, I think it's okay. Where do we? I think the best explanation I could explain is that I do have some songs with Korean artists.
Yeah, we were going to ask that about that. Yeah.
And I think that played a part. But hey, I mean, like I'm like one of 3 Indonesians in that website, so I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. So you just mentioned before you've worked with South Korean artists before and producers from Japan.
Yes,
and some for North America. So are you able to mention names of the artists?
Oh,
how did that happen?
Of course. One of the artists that I work with and very closely is Lydia Canada. She's from Seoul, but she's now based in LA. She makes amazing music. And also last year I got the chance to work with a Japanese producer that goes by the name of AGO. And he's produced like the up-and-coming urban R&B artists from Japan.
Ooh.
It was like definitely the Oraiso line is on that song.
Oh, really? The Oraiso line.
Yeah, Japanese. But that was like I think other than that, like my co-producer Isaac is from Florida, so it's just all over the place. Everything's done online. It's just very current, I think.
Can I ask you something? How did you build this network? I mean, I understand that you as a third culture kid, you have a tendency to be more fluent in bridging these gaps.
Yeah.
How were you able to build this network? Was it through your travels, through your moving from place to place, or was it all an online community, or was it you studying music?
It was more of like an online community. It all stemmed from my manager, Chris. He's in New York. And he kind of just sets up this network for me. He also picks my collaborators, and he linked me up with so many incredible artists and producers who are killing it right now in the independent game. And that just kind of fell in place, really. And even the next release I'm putting out is with a friend from Vancouver, but he's Korean. And
so you're actually not based in Jakarta then?
I am based in Jakarta very much.
Oh, but you are based in Jakarta, but your network being set up by your manager, Chris, who is in LA.
In New York.
In New York, sorry, in New York.
Yeah.
That is one of the ways. So for those of you aspiring musicians, you might want to take this pathway as well. But HNATA, you have collaborated with those names from various nations, from various countries. How is it different having the creative process with them than what you've experienced so far with local artists?
Oh, I think when you're collaborating with people that are living in like surroundings that are so different, they bring so many different things to the table. I feel like with a lot of Indonesian artists, there's the predictability, like I said earlier, how we go about it. It's just like it feels just more natural for me it's actually just chemistry, no matter who you work with. But maybe because these kids abroad are also consistently, chronically online, and it just makes it more relatable for us to work on music together. Everything's done by a screen sharing website, and we're on call, and we work the music through there, and it still works. It's just almost like being in the same studio as an artist here. Dynamics.
I like that.
Yeah.
This is a completely different perspective because we're so used to when you're based somewhere, you are actually part of this, solely part of this community, and it's so hard to get out. And you're doing that in reverse, and I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you do you find it okay? This is a question where I probably would relate, and I want to ask if you can relate. So, because of your background, is it more difficult for you to appeal to one specific audience when you think about music, or for you, you'd rather appeal to generally just the whole wide world?
Oh, I think what I learned a lot from the Indonesian music industry is that you can always build a market no matter what kind of music you do. So obviously I am a Indonesian artist.
Yeah.
But also there's part of me that wants to bridge these independent worlds from Indonesia to abroad by being an independent artist, working with other independent artists from abroad, and making a difference in that. Just basically like becoming eventually a name in the region rather just a small
In
fish.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
I get that. Is the third culture kid, very, very third culture kid, what do you say, reflex way of thinking?
Way of thinking.
Yeah, reflex way of thinking.
Because that's just the innate way
Yeah.
that they think.
Yeah.
Much bigger picture.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's very ironic how music
Not
can
sorry.
actually made like long distance, like calls and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
not relationships. I'm sorry. But okay, so HNATA.
New theme for a new song. Been there, done that.
Been another, okay, I swiped right because I see.
Oh,
No, that's different. That's different. That's different.
So, HNATA, you are now, swimming in a pond of digital platforms, digital era of music and stuff like that. And because, with this kind of era, anyone can actually make music. Anyone can post any music on digital platforms and stuff like that. So that makes, you, with lots of competitions, that left you with lots of competitions.
Yeah.
So has anyone in your circle, let's say, came up with any strategy on, to trick out the digital world and stuff like that in order to just excel in this industry?
Like a lot of help that we've been getting personally for me was my manager, Chris, really. He's got a lot of social media game plan, kind of sorted out for his artists, and I just followed it. At first, I wasn't a firm believer of like constantly having to hash out content, but I kind of did it, I followed through, and not to flex, but I got to 3 viral 50s in like 1 week, which is, again, in 2 different songs too, which in my opinion is unheard of for an Indonesian artist that makes English music, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely like, nowadays I feel like content creating it should be part of your skill set as a musician.
True.
And it's just about finding your niche really and finding how you could promote your song. Because at the end of the day, your music is your product, so you need to do whatever it takes to get that out to the right ears. So, yeah.
Leave it to the right people to do the things that they're good at.
If you don't know how to do it, pay someone that can actually do it.
Yeah.
So that's the best advice
It's
ever.
a must have a manager that actually works with strategy.
Yeah.
So,
let's do you.
last one, next project. Do you have a plan on the next single or EP or album?
Oof, okay, so this has been a very, very busy month. It's July. On the 21st, I think, or 28th, I'm losing because everything's starting to blur now. Rebel Sons is putting out a song called Berdua, and it's for Catatan Si Boy, the movie.
Oh, love!
Big project.
So you guys need to check that song out. And I have a song on the 28th called Baby Blue. It's with I actually sang in Korean on some parts.
You did?
Yeah, it's with my friend from Vancouver. He's a Korean Canadian.
Oh,
And his name is Hanyul. And Baby Blue. It's a really fun, bouncy song. And I think that's it.
Wait. I know that the pandemic is practically done here in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Live. How about live?
Oh, hopefully there's I've been booked, I think, for a couple of shows. I can't really say where yet until they announce it, but it's not here. I
not
think.
to jinx it.
It's not in Indo, I think, but hopefully that goes.
And this guy gets to travel the world first
I love
before
the
he
sound
performs
of
in
that.
Indonesia.
But I would again. I've been dying to play shows here too, and kind of get to know people who listen to me. But hopefully, this is my first time ever performing anywhere. So
Oh, really? No, this is the first time.
yeah, this is like my literal live debut. So I hope I don't disappoint anybody.
We are
No,
honored.
we are honored.
Okay, so for the first timer, you have to be familiar with our tradition because every guest in the 3-hour news show must play a challenge or a game.
With us.
With us.
Well,
and
not.
today, the production team has prepared a challenge for HNATA. The big screen will show you a wheel of singing challenges, and you have to sing to whatever the spin stops at. All right, so are you ready?
Fingers crossed, guys.
Fingers crossed.
Yes,
All
you can
right.
do it. You can
So-
do it.
Let's see the first challenge. Can I have this, the wheel, please? All right, can we spin the wheel?
It's stuck. Oh, okay.
Okay. Stop. Singing Indonesian song.
Oh, man.
Challenge.
That should be easy.
Oh, come on. At least in the embassies, in the Indonesian
Oof.
embassies, you get
Or
to know these
traditional
old
songs.
school
That would be okay.
songs.
That's Indonesian.
A
Those
song
are-
that I guess a song that I grew up with was Cimaki saja diriku bila itu bisa membuatmu kembali bersinar dan berpijar seperti dulu kala.
Certainly a 90s kid.
Yeah.
Certainly 90s kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shilan Sabe, shut up.
Yeah. Now you're trying to guess the age. No, it's not my business.
No, no.
That's your business. Okay, can we spin the wheel for the second time, please?
Oh my God.
That's a lot of Indonesian.
Stop.
Or am I just seeing things?
Oh wow.
Ah.
Sing Rebel song.
There's so much songs I have to pick. I can wait another day without me much to see if you're willing to stay complete. If that means it's alright. That's Portland by Rebel Song.
Portland, okay. So,
Woohoo!
the title was Portland.
Yes,
Portland.
it's a song about LDR. So
Oh, there you go.
LDR.
Covered.
watch out.
All right, the next one, please. Spin the wheel. Stop. Sing your all-time favorite song.
Okay, so this song is always on Indonesian radio for some reason, and it's just stuck by me. And it's a song by Go West. I'll get over you, I know I will. I'll pretend my ship's not sinking, and I tell myself I'm over you, because I'm the king of wishful thinking.
That's also I love that
cute.
song too.
It is very popular and in demand.
Yes, Hinata.
Wow.
Thank you
Can we
so
have a round of
much.
applause for Hinata, please?
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming
Yes, thank
and sharing. You know, eventually all Third Culture kids will be home here. So
Yeah.